so I don't know if you can hear me. It's a little windy outside and I've got the windows down because it's a bit warm. But yeah, look, the engine's cold, so it's idling a little high, about 1200, 1300 RPM. And I've just got my mate Adam behind me. He's in his 3.2 cab. So we're just going to go for a little drive. Don't know if you can hear that. I can hear the high-pitched spool of the turbo out the left window. And I don't have any fuel cut enabled, so on the overrun with the throttle closed, it doesn't pop and bang or anything like that. That's just light throttle at about 2400 RPM. But when I get onto the highway, I'll let you see what it sounds like at cruise. See how loud it is with the Zork tube. There's a little bit of warmth in the edge. I'm about to pull onto the on-ramp onto the freeway, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a squirt. You won't be able to see him in the mirror behind me, but Adam's behind me. But yeah, I'll just give it a little bit of a boost, not a lot. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a lot of auto-tune. I'm doing a lot of logging and then cleaning up the map, cleaning up the fuel map at least, on the laptop later on. And what you do is you do a run, and it compares what it's sniffing compared to what you want it to be, and then it creates a new map for you. Here we go. Sitting at about 2800 RPM, 27. And I've got to be honest, even with that Zork tube, that's not too loud. I mean, I can live with that. It doesn't drone, but you can just hear it. But yeah, obviously the whole car is a loud car. And when you open the throttle a little bit under load, like that, it does get a lot more louder, yeah. So I mean, chances are I'm most probably going to change it over to a proper muffler. But the Zork tube is a lot of fun. So we've just reached let's call it a private stretch of road, and the plan is, what I'm doing is I'm just gathering a lot of data to log and to clean up the tune. So as I was saying before, the tune is basically it's been roughed in. And all I've been doing is, each time I go for a drive, I've been gathering data and then, trying to hit different cells of the map as often as I can to get clean, accurate data in those cells. And then I'll go through and run it through the software for the EMU Black, and it uses Autotune to generate a new fuel map. And then you plug that fuel map back in, and you go and do it again, and then you sort of get closer and closer and closer to mapping out your volumetric efficiency for your motor. And then once you've got an accurate VE map or volumetric efficiency map, when you want to change how rich or lean you're running at certain loads or certain RPM, you do that in your Lambda map. You don't have to touch your fuel map ever again. So volumetric efficiency tuning is a really easy way to do it. And I have to say, this is my first experience with the ECU Master. And I was a little worried because, it's not as popular as the Haltex or the Motex or the Lynx or the M-Trons. And I tell you what, it just drove. Like the first time I drove the car, I sort of just went down the street and back because I didn't think it was going to make it. But it just started and it ran and it just went. So it's just been getting better and better and better. So the next stage will be going to a tuner and then adding adding some more timing to really eke out all the benefits that are hiding within the map. I have just played with a little bit with the ignition timing, and I've only added a couple of degrees here and there, and it's noticeably improved in certain areas. So anyway, here we go. This is up a bit of a hill and a few turns. Hopefully I'll get a little bit of load in there as well at certain RPM. Out for cyclists, unfortunately. I'm just in second gear. This thing comes on at 4,000 RPM, it's just I honestly can't believe it. I'm in third now, so I'm just going to put a bit of load on it just to get to some of the cells I wouldn't normally get to. I don't know what you can hear, find out later on. That's about just over 3,000 RPM. So when I let off, you can hear it fluttering away. Okay, we've got a car in front, so that's going to limit what I can do, and that's okay, because there's a lot of debris on the road, there's a lot of branches and whatnot, so I'll turn the video off here.